It is said that things can change so very quickly in only a few days, that all you know can be thrown into utter turmoil in such a short space of time. This is a brutal lesson that I learnt all too well during 3 days in July of 1863. I saw no real signs of what was to come, for the day began as it always had. The mist drifted over those fertile plains that lay just beyond the town, and birds gently sang their greeting to the new summer's day. All was well. Everything seemed as it should be, but it was not. 2 armies stood on opposite sides of the fertile fields. Those known as the Union had been driven back to Cemetery Ridge and Colts Hill, while the Confederates stood resolutely upon Oak Ridge. Family members, friends, brothers in arms, and fellow countrymen stood on opposite sides of the battlefield, their hearts aching at the conflict to come. Once they had fought together. Now they were to fight each other. The sound of a bugle echoed through the still morning air, heralding the conflict to come. Men from both sides ran towards each other, their weapons raised, bayonets fixed, and barrels loaded. Cannons fired, and the deadly missiles shattered the lives of those caught in their path. As death and carnage rained down around me, as men fell dead or lay dying, I found myself wondering, why? Why is it that a country that was supposed to be united was so torn apart? So divided, it felt the only way out was to go to war with its own people. The answer you receive will truly depend upon who you asked. Some fought to maintain the Union, or for the freedom of those held in the binds of slavery. Others felt it was wrong for someone to dictate to them, to tell them how they should live their lives. And there were those who fought to protect their homes, the threat of encroachment by invaders sending them into action. Whatever the reason, there is no denying the bitter and cruel effect this conflict had upon all caught up in it. In a letter home, one young soldier wrote, "We slept upon the field, and no sound was audible, except the continuous din of the enemy's tools, and the awful groans of the wounded and dying." At the end of those horrific 3 days, 51,000 men were either dead, injured, captured, or missing. The bodies of those who passed during that short period of conflict were left where they had fallen, the fields becoming a graveyard for so many. Today, almost 150 years later, if you close your eyes, if you listen carefully, you can hear the echoes of gunfire through time itself, and you can feel those young men around you. It is as though they still walk amongst the living, their solemn whispers carried by the gentle breeze. Not long ago, someone spoke of this event, and they said, "This is a place of contradictions, a place of life and death, a place of honest glory, and a place of vanity and foolishness, of genius, of stupidity, a place of meaning, a place of futility. It is a place of complexity, which refuses to be simplified. Those words truly describe that terrible event in history. As for me, the scars that were etched into my heart are slowly healing, and I know that none will ever forget what happened here, least of all me. When people hear or speak my name, they will remember those who so needlessly died. They will remember that a country divided is a truly horrible thing. I am Gettysburg. Remember my name. Remember the fallen. Remember